What is the best armor for damage in the game? I'm going to be comparing some of the top armor sets in the game to tell you which gives the most damage, the most HP. Overall, what is the best and what do I recommend you buy if you have the money to buy it? If you guys know what today's video, subscribe, it would really mean the world to me. I'm doing a Hunger Games event with 50 players in it. If you're interested and that sounds pretty cool, join Discord link in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Throughout Hypixel Skyblock, there is a bunch of really good, powerful armor sets for damaging HP. Some of them include Necron, Shadow Assassin, Blaze, and my personal favorite, Lapis armor. So I'm going to be comparing all of these different armor sets with their optimal pets to tell you what deals the most damage, what has the most HP, what is the best. First, what are the armor sets I'm going to be going over? I'm going to be going over Necron armor, full mythic, with a Tarantula helmet, recommed. I'm going to use a Tarantula helmet for also Shadow Assassin, full mythic. Frozen Blaze, it's full mythic Frozen Blaze. And for Lapis, it is recommed, basically maxed out. Lapis armor is costing like 800 million coins. Big Red 5 is like 85 million coins. Point is, this thing is like fully maxed out. It's crazy. The only thing it doesn't have is a G7 P7. I know, sorry, I'm broke. But Lapis armor is cracked. So for each one of these, I'm going to be using the pet that is most realistic that you're just going to be using with each set. So for Frozen Blaze, I'm going to be using a Blaze pet, legendary. It's not quite level 100, but it's close enough that it won't skew the test results. As for the other armor sets, including Necron and Shadow Assassin, I'm going to be using a level 100 Griffin pet. I wasn't able to afford a level 100 Ender Dragon, so I decided to use a Griffin pet because I feel like that was probably the most comparable. So first, let's start out with just no pet equipped, what does the most damage. Starting off with Necron armor. Necron armor, I'm using a Flower Tooth because it does not have Fabled on it. So you're able to clock in 110,000 damage with Necron. If we swap that over to Shadow Assassin, we're going to be able to clock in 107,000 damage, so slightly less than Necron. With Frozen Blaze, this one's a pain because it kills mobs near you. Looks like we're able to get around 90,000 damage is what it's looking like. So far, you can obviously see Frozen Blaze is starting to not look too hot. However, keep in mind Frozen Blaze is extraordinarily buffed with the pet. So now, I forgot to test Lapis, the most important set. Lapis armor is doing 175,000 coins. Absolutely cracked. No, I'm kidding. That was with Emerald Blade. It's able to do around 72,000 damage. So close to Frozen Blaze, but not quite. The enchants couldn't quite buff it out of its brain. Now let's compare the optimal pet. So once again, the HP. HP, we have 21,000 with Necron. In Shadow Assassin, we have 19,000. In Frozen Blaze, we have 16,000. And in Lapis, we're able to get 11,000. And by 11,000, I mean, wow, 18,000. Crazy, bro. Alright, so now let's go with optimal pets. So Griffin, starting off with Necron. Necron, Griffin, we're able to do 135,000 damage every single hit. Just want to make sure that's consistent. Yep, 135,000 damage. We swap that over to Shadow Assassin. That 135,000 damage becomes 127,000 damage. We swap this over to Lapis armor. It's able to become 90,000 damage. And if we use the optimal pet setup for Lapis armor, we're able to clock in 110,000 damage. Now, if we swap back to Frozen Blaze is going to be able to get us, if I can actually get a hit, 118,000 damage, so slightly less than both Necron and Shadow Assassin. However, it is still good. So now let's compare HP. Frozen Blaze HP with Blaze Pet is 28,000. Shadow Assassin with Phoenix or Griffin is 19,000. And Necron with Phoenix is 21,000. And you gotta know, Lapis armor absolutely dominating with the best pet. It's able to get 18,000. So Frozen Blaze with the Blaze pet deals less damage than Necron and Shadow Assassin. However, it has more HP. So if you're looking for a one-use utility pet and armor, Frozen Blaze isn't too bad. It does slightly less damage than Necron, but at the same time, it is more HP. If you swap Necron to a, for example, like Baby Yeti pet or Blue Whale pet or an HP pet, then Frozen Blaze is able to have similar HP and actually more damage. So overall, it is very comparable to Necron in the sense that no matter what pet you're using for Necron, it will have buffs on some stats and debuffs on others. However, it is the most consistent. If you're looking for one that has good HP, good damage, it is the most consistent. Now, Necron. Necron is probably one of the best, obviously. It is absolutely frying. It has good HP, good damage. Overall, it's super good. Shadow Assassin, you have slightly less stats than Necron. It's not crazy. For example, instead of like doing 110,000 damage, you're doing 105. It's not much less stats. However, if you're really buying for that last percent of stats, Necron is better than Shadow Assassin. Shocker, shocker, but not by a huge margin. And of course, the crowd favorite, we've got ourselves Lapis armor. This thing just smacks. You run around doing something that actually requires skill in this armor set, people are gonna look at you like, what the fuck is this guy on? So if I was to put on like the most cracked setup I possibly can for Lapis armor, absolutely nutty, I'm able to do 200,000 damage. Imagine seeing a man in Lapis armor running around in whatever, doing 200,000 damage a hit. Lapis armor is my personal favorite, but if you're going off all seriousness, Frozen Blaze or Necron is the best too. Which one comes down to it is the best. If I had to choose one, which one would I choose? Now, it really depends what you're going for. If you're going for dungeons, probably Necron's going to be the best choice. If you were going for just utility-wise, honestly, I would be willing to argue that Frozen Blaze is better. The reason I'm willing to argue this is because there's going to be another update that's dropping soon. And odds are you're probably going to be using the Blaze Pet, as it gives you a crap ton of stuff inside of the Blazing Fortress with, I believe, a 10% stat buff. I don't know if they've changed that yet or they're going to, but 10% stat buff. So if you're going to be using the Blaze Pet anyway instead of the Nether update, you might as well be using Frozen Blaze because it complements it so well. So if you're looking for the future, what will be most useful in the future? My personal opinion, I think Frozen Blaze will see a lot more people using because most people are going to be using Blaze Pet for dungeons, or not for dungeons, for the Nether update, and it's just going to pair really well and give you a bunch of health for the new update. However, in its current existing update, if you want to do dungeons, if you want to do any of the stuff that's out right now and not prioritizing the future events, then Necron's probably going to be your best bet, but Frozen Blaze is a very close second. So cost-wise, here's what each set comes out to. Frozen Blaze will cost you 53 million coins, Necron will cost you 60 million, Shadow Assassin will cost you 25 mil. This is for full set, no enchants, no recom. For pets, a level 1 Legendary Blaze will cost you 55 million coins, and a level 1 Legendary Griffin will also cost you around 55 million coins. Depends on the market. Either way, if you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. See you guys next one. Peace.